Greetings, M squared here, and today we are going to construct angle bisectors. Remember, we're using a compass, and this is the center of the compass. The distance between the pointy part, which is the center, and the pencil is called the radius. We always keep the marks that we use in our compass because that helps me know that you constructed it properly. We're only going to use pencil, and we're only going to use our ruler for a straight edge, not for measuring things. All right, so we're going to get started. Again, we're going to bisect some angles. So I'm just going to pick a couple of these angles and we're going to bisect them. So the first thing you want to do is just use a convenient radius. So I'm just going to make mine a little bit bigger. We're going to bisect angle A first. We're going to do it right on our little pieces of paper here. I need the center of my compass at the vertex, and I'm going to draw an arc that intersects both sides of the angle. So there we go. Sorry, you couldn't see that very well. And there's something on the back, so it looks like something's on the other side, but we're just going to deal. So I just went like that with my arc. My hands got in the way and made it blurry. And then what I'm going to do is you can leave your compass the same unless it goes off the page, or you can make it smaller, but you want to make an arc that with the center on each of the arcs that intersected the sides of the angle. So one time with the center here, the next time with the center there, we're going to draw an arc up here in between the angle. So, and I'm going to have to keep the radius the same. So for this one, you can change it from the first step to the second step, but from the second step to the third step, you cannot change your radius. Those are some of the things I'll check when I grade your work. So I'm going to make an arc right there. Try to make it a little darker. And then I'm going to do the same thing without changing my radius. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Keep knocking my phone over. Okay, so remember I didn't change the radius. That means the distance from this arc to where those two arcs intersect and from this arc to where those two intersect are exactly the same. That's why it's an angle bisector, because I'm actually finding the point in the middle of the angle. I know this vertex is in the middle of the angle. I know now that that point is in the middle of the angle. If I draw a line between the vertex and the point that's also in the middle of an angle, I get a line that holds all the points that are smack dab in the middle of the angle. So that means these two little parts are the same, because an angle bisector divides an angle into two congruent parts. Let's do that one more time. We're gonna do it on an obtuse angle, because sometimes that can be a little tricky for some people. So again, I'm going to just use a convenient radius. So I'm going to put the center of my compass at the vertex, and I'm going to make an arc that intersects both sides. Oh, that's got to go way around for the obtuse angle. Now this time, as you can see, I'm going to have to make my arc bigger, because if I'd made an arc in the middle, it wouldn't intersect the other one. So you want that distance to be more than half the distance that it's going to be to the center of the angle. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes that's tricky with an obtuse bisected angle, because you forget and then you have to redo it. So just heads up on that. So I'm going to draw my arc there with the center where the first arc intersect both sides. So now the center, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to draw another arc that intersects that second arc I made. And that is the intersection point that is smack dab in the middle of the angle, along with the vertex. So I'm going to connect those two dots, and that is my angle bisector construction. And then these two are exactly the same. So that is how you construct an angle bisector. Now, no, that's all. I'll show you the 30-degree angle next time. All right, M squared signing out.